We're live. There we go. That's all we needed. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the FIFA 15 Ultimate Team web app here. Finally came out yesterday after, I don't know, a day and a half of waiting and stalling by EA, but of course, what else is new? Here we're going to talk about the team this year, the bargain foot team. It's all about the narrative, not about the money, and not about the 5-star skills. Here we are here with the 5-3-3-4 formation here, so we can get the right wing and right backs, the full backs and the wingers here with that chemistry. And here we go. Let's start talking about this team that we got here. They're a bunch of really, really special guys. Before I do, look how this web app is just gorgeous. Have you seen this? The transfer market, the concept squads, just everything about it. Just worth the wait. Absolutely worth the wait. But let's move on here to our players this morning. I think it's a team you guys are really going to like. You guys can really get behind. I know I can. For our striker here, we have Mr. Alfredo Finnbogason, which is a mouthful. He's from Iceland. And let's just pull up his bio here. He's an Icelandic gentleman. He's 184 centimeters, which is just around 6'1". He's age 25, and he's from Grindvik, Iceland, which is a nice little coast town in Iceland. Mr. Finnbogason, we'll call him Finn, and he really got his notice. His youth career was a little crazy. He went to a bunch of teams, but in 2012 at SC Heerenveen, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher all these names. At 2012, he was at SC Heerenveen, and he made a name for himself. Let me just show you this finish right here. This guy in this game has, let's take out his stats. His physical is suspect. I can do with 60 passing. That's fine for a striker here, especially in our starter team. His shot is 80, which really sold me. And his finishing is 85 in this game. And that is the stat that stuck out. And I think that is his highest stat if you check out his in-game. Dribbling is not so bad, and pace we can work with. We got the hawk on him. It's all good. And he's now playing for, after his stint at SC Heerenveen, which please make fun of me if I'm saying it incorrectly. In 2014, he was transferred to his new team, Real Sociedad. And unfortunately, Real Sociedad, not wanting his services any longer, has transferred him over to us for some narrative and for some fun. Let's check out his attributes. We know all this already. His fitness is 99, very important. So his finishing is 85. Let me just give you a little taste of this man's finishing. Beautiful pass. Oh, wonderful finish. And thank you for football for not necessarily letting me use that clip, but please subscribe to Football if you like all of his clips, his or her clips. Let's move on here. Mr. Finnbogason, be a great addition at striker. Our team isn't complete here, boys, but we have some narrative to talk about. Mr. DeMarcos at right back. Let's take a look at his stats here. Bring up his bio. Oscar DeMarcos Arana. 90 pace, 75 passing. That sold me right there. Physical at 82. I don't know if that means his aggression is high or his strength is high, but this man is a beast at only ranked 78 at right back. And he just looks like an animal. Let's check out his info here. He was born in '89. Let's see, we got him here. He's age 25. He's 5'11", which is 180 centimeters according to FIFA. And this man was born in LaGuardia, Spain. Don't know much about LaGuardia. Sounds like a beautiful place. And he's been playing with Bilbao. He's been playing with Bilbao since 2010, starting on the first squad. And this guy, if you want to see how much of a badass this guy is, in 2011 in a match against Real Zaragoza, this man played an hour with a torn scrotum. I don't know if that makes him stupid or if it makes him tough, but glad to have him on this side with us. He got 25 stitches in his nutsack after that game, and they still won. He stayed on for an hour. They still won with a torn scrotum for an hour. I don't think I could even. Oh God, what I couldn't do with a torn scrotum. That's a tale for another day. Let's continue on with this narrative, this love. Let's go to Societa here. Oh, I'm sorry. We got some things we have to talk about. Mr. Ander Herrera, we're going to put in next, actually, because it just so happens that Mr. Herrera, not only has he been on Bilbao, also from 1997. This man was on Bilbao in his youth career, and then he finally started on the actual team in 2008. Not only has he been with Bilbao for that long, it was 11 years. I'm sorry. He's been with Bilbao for 11 years. He only has one cap with Spain, which is unfortunate. I'm sure that's going to change very soon now that he's on Man United. I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong notes here. He's been with Real Zaragoza, where Mr. DeMarco tore his scrotum since 2004, which is 10 years with Real Zaragoza. That he was on the field during that game when Mr. DeMarco tore his scrotum. I'm surprised that line right there, just for the scrotes tear, is not green, the chemistry line there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty interesting with them working together. I'm not sure if Herrera was the one that led to the tearing, or I don't know what he was doing at the time when DeMarcos was tearing scrotes everywhere. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting little connection there. In 2011, he transferred from Real Zaragoza to Bilbao. Atletico Bilbao, another Bilbao player, for $7.5 million with a buyout of $40 million. So they knew this guy was going to be special. And in 2013, Man United set a bid for 24 million quid for him, and Bilbao rejected. And then, of course, in 2014, Man United finally gave in and just bought him out. I believe that was because Louis van Gaal just couldn't take it anymore. Which brings us to our other Spaniard here, connection with Fenerbahce. Get that, not that bad of a chemistry, but of course the Bilbao players, DeMarcos and Sosueta. He is the man that has been playing with Bilbao since 1997 on various B teams, and in 2008 he got his start with Bilbao. He only has one cap for Spain, unfortunately. All his work with Bilbao, it's been close to 20 years now. He's been with the team. And for a time, he had a stint on the reserves. Let's just check out his stats here. 179 centimeters, which is 5'10" for you Americans out there. He's 26 years old. He's been on Bilbao since he was very, very young. And I'm sorry, we didn't even check out Mr. Herrera's stats. Let's go back here to bio. Herrera, not a very tall man. I think he's around 5'9" here, 182 centimeters. I'm not going to do the math on the age, but he's got a gladiator on him because we need a little bit more shot, a little more defense. He's going to be playing a little bit more defense. I know he plays up. I believe his work rate is high medium, but I think he's going to be, with his speed, a force in the midfield for us. And Sosueta as well. Let's go back to Mr. Sosueta. Markel Sosueta Lascurian. I'm sorry, I'm butchering everything. At 179 centimeters, he's 5'10". I'm sorry, which means Herrera is around a little bit over 6 foot, probably 6'1". Check out his attributes here. The pace is 85, beautiful for a winger. Shot at 74, which is fantastic. He's a right footer, but that's not a problem at right wing. And his pass is 79, which really did it for me. 85 and 79. All you really need is that pace and that pass on the wing. We don't like to cross it in that much on this team, which, by the way, is the SS Minnow Johnsons. And for all of you who've seen Rush Hour 2 and know what that is, I love you. I just love you. That's all it comes down to it. Not many people know this. Let's bring the music up a little bit here. Which brings us to another Spaniard, Jordi Amat, our center back here. Silver. Let's go to his bio page. Plays for Swansea City now. Or more recently, I'm sorry, he was released to the SS Minnow Johnsons. We put a backbone on him, which gets him, I believe, some passing, some defense, and some physical. His pace is great, 67, especially for a starter team at right back. I don't mind the 76 defense when you got speed like that. And physical 78 is fine. Again, these physicals, I don't like them. You can make any argument you want where it'll say people, heading. People were trying to tell by heading whether the man was strong or not. I'd say that heading is still the better trade because now he could have 90 strength, but his heading could be 20, and then we're fucked on the field. I just don't think it makes sense. I don't see people's argument against the heading. He's 21, this man, Jordi Amat, which is younger than I. He played for me when he was 18 at Espanyol B, and in 2013 he was loaned out to Rayo Valencia, where he scored his first goal. And he also scored an own goal. And after that, he was immediately released and sold to Swansea for $2.5 million, which is not a very huge transfer. But that led to his release from Swansea City and his new contract with the SS Minnow Johnson. I cannot tell you how much I paid for him because it is way too much, and I'm embarrassed. We have here the man that he will share the defense with, Mr. Yangwan Bimwa. Mr. Yangwan Bimwa also played from when he was 18 years old. A recent 18 years old from Bangui, the Central African Republic. I believe he's of split ancestry, and he's chosen to identify with the French. Spanish. Too many Spaniards. He chose to identify with the French, but that's fine with me. If you want to abandon your ancestry, in this case, I think he's doing it out of necessity. He really wants to make that French national team. It was a dream of his since he was young. Look at that pace. I think it's possible for him. Look at the pace, 76. Defense, 75. Not bad. Just throw anything else on him and he'll be fine. Throw a nice little chemistry card on him. Physical, 80. Beautiful. Once again, I don't know if that means he's 90 heading and 20 aggression, but once again, EA, whatever. I don't feel like checking it out on Futhead right now.